there is not a centralized place you will go if you want information on Uganda's extractive industry, from jobs, policy and plans, and such things as compensation. The new USEDATA web portal, created with the support of the British Fund for International Development, seeks to do that, starting with tackling the problems of the technical nature of the available information.
I think part of the problem is the way in which they're written. So they're written with very technical language, they're written in ways in which the average community member can't engage with it, or doesn't understand it, or feels like it's not for them. And I think if you're able to make resettlement action plans, for example, slightly simpler, more engaging with communities, then I think they would be able to understand them a little bit more. I think there's also a lot of communities that don't get the full plans. In several of these communities that I visited, they're like, we know there is a plan, but they don't actually know how to access it, what it means for them as a community, but also them as a person.
And for communities in project-affected areas, the portal seeks to address some of the outstanding information gaps.
They want to know what jobs exist in the sector, what kind of skills are required to participate in the sector, where do I get qualifications, how do I access these jobs, where do I know more about them from. You know, they want to know if a company is coming and they're going to resettle me, what's the process.
Everything we have on the portal is open, which means that you can click into any of the data sets, go back and download the full information. So it's not a horrible situation where you have a PDF and you're suddenly trying to take bits of data out and put it together. All of it is there and open.
As such, USEDATA suggests that extending offline information through traditional mediums like radio is key to spread critical information on the industry.
We're trying to use different mechanisms. So for instance, we have these radio dramas, which is a form of communication that communities have said that's the best way to access information for them.
This DFID-funded program commenced in August 2015 and is now live and running in Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria and Myanmar.